Hey guys, this is TISP Research and Development. Robert Sampson. How's it going? Yeah, I got really, I got palpitated and after that last video, and I recovered. I continued working for the rest of the day, all pissy and upset. I had to wear my Magneto Reserrection helmet, and that magnet helmet is just magnets, and that's it. That's the SS model, the Super Sport. You know, that you could take anywhere and have it with you all the time. Nice little piece of luggage. It has some wheels. Stow it with you. Take it with you everywhere you go, and it'll pull you out of a heart attack. It'll pull you out of anything they throw at you. I mean, you know, get yourself a pair of at least radiation glasses, the .75s. At least wear those and get used to wearing glasses all the time. If you get the OZPs, if you can make them into glasses, like I did, and that's fine. Goggles, they get fogged up, but if you could take those goggles and sleep with them, you'll be so much better off. And you wear the Magneto Resurrection. I personally, I sat and wore that helmet for about 6 months to a year straight. I think 6 months, just straight wearing the helmet. 24 hours I walked around the house, different style of helmet, because this is the upgrade version. I had glued on duct tape magnets, and it was falling apart, and then I upgraded to riveting and to a smaller magnet in these, and it really brought me up. It healed me so much, but I wanted to upgrade from that to get further healing and get better and better. This is the beginning part of the build. I'm gonna make a video to each step I'm on this. So let me give you the first gist of how to build it. This helmet takes 600 magnets. I always get about 650. You know, some spare magnets is good. You can use those magnets for anything else. You can make glasses out of them, where you have reverse polarity magnet glasses, and you put radiation glasses on them, and you can sleep with them, and it really soothes your eyes, and it heals them too as well, and drains out the chemtrails, the heavy metals. But here we go. What I first do is I put a copper shell on it. This is probably about 24 gauge or something really thin. I mean, you can see how you want that sound right there. I think it's copper for less, I believe I go. Magnets is, geez, I forgot the name of that place. I'll put it on the description. Well, anyways, what I do is use spray glue. The Gorilla stuff's pretty gummy, but you can take it and rub it smooth and rub it on there. This is some other stuff I tried, and it's coming up. It's not that great, but that's all right. As long as you get it on there, and once you start nailing these in with the rivets and stuff, and the rivets in here are these are for nutty bolts. ABA 5/32. It says 5 to 12 5/32. Let me see. They're the dome, aluminum dome rivets. I get them from Nutty Bolts. They're the longest ones they have, and luckily this is the biggest magnet able to take. This is 3/4 by 1/4 with the number 6 screw hole through it, and these are the rivets that I put in the ABA 5-12 5/32. See, and then once I get this all nailed in with all these magnets, which is, it takes about 600 of them, and you can rivet them, you know, one way or the other way. I usually like this flat part in the inside and this part sticking out, but some parts are hard to get to, and it really don't matter because you're going to glue some pads in there, and that's going to cover up everything in here. And then what I'll do after I have this thing full of magnets, I'll add this copper wire, but you'll strip this copper wire to bare copper wire, you know, and you'll put it in between the magnets. You'll put it in between magnets. I'll show you when I get there, when I get to that video. But you know, I'll make a hook, and then once I get to that part, I'll show you. The reason why you see how I got the copper to cover up the sides of the baseball helmet, and this is an extra large senior R16. I get them at Walmart. Walmart's probably the cheapest place that I get them at, and this is an R16 helmet. The reason why I have just the copper on the outside and not just the inside, because see that copper, the energy will radiate inside. The whole design of this is called a Hollenbach array. Hollenbach array, which is the copper on this side will get the energy to push out this way, you know, and that energy pushes out and it blocks their electromagnetic weapons, which is a frequency turns into energy at a high rate of speed of light, and a high rate of speed turns into, you know, radiation and turns into a microwave along with these chemtrail particles in there, and that's microwave right there, like particle beams, but that's the gist of it. But you see how that is. Reverse polarity is when I got north facing out, FYI. North is facing out, it's healing. Don't put south, because you'll feel the energy more. Like if you use single magnets, like I got a spine on my armor, and it's magnets, but on one side, not in reverse. And then I did it south facing out, and it brought the pain in, because I believe we're south, so south is closer to the North Pole, so their south is attracted to north, right? Their energy weapons is like maybe a south electromagnetic. It goes into north, right? And so at a high rate of speed, and so it's attracted. But if you got north, well, wait a minute, that didn't make sense. Or either way, never mind. Because I start confusing myself, you know, when I think about this. But with the north facing out, it works out beautifully, you know. And besides, north is healing, you know, as well. Some people say it's south, but you know, when I could feel the pain increase even more when I got south facing magnets along my spine and my back, and then I have north facing out, and it reduces it. So, you know, there's your proof right there. That's good enough for me. Should be good enough for you, because this thing saved my life. And as you see in my last video, they palpitated me, and my recovery time was a lot less than normal. I mean, I remember it would take me like a couple days, you know, and then up to a day, 2 hours to like hardly nil, because they try to get me a heart attack all the time. Let's see. What I do, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, alright? No, I'll wear some gloves, and then, well, I don't have my other gloves. Anyways. Alright, there it is. Sorry, I'm a little bit off right now, because it's late at night. I'm trying to go to bed. Give me a shower at least. These are Home Depot gloves, they're pretty nice. You see how I got a rivet gun? This is the Harbor Freight. This is the smaller one, and it's the cheapest one they got, and it works out good. You know, connected to air compressor. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a magnet, right? And you always, because you want say this is north on this magnet, so I want all north outside, so you want it to deflect over a north. Oh You gotta watch out for that. Use a center punch. Take that right out. Fix that. There we go. Now, see, in the inside, the magnet is on opposite because you want it to stick on there. So that way it gives you your measurement and your distance. So you see where it sticks on the side right there? Right there? See how it's stuck to the side? This one is facing the same as like everyone else. See, the cool thing about this is that these magnets, they deflect from each other if they're facing the same way. So you not only have reverse up and down, but you have reverse polarity side by side as well. But you see that right there alone makes my mark. So what I'll do is I take the center punch it like that, and I take out the other magnet. Sorry about that, guys. Center punch it. Lines up. Darn it. These high-powered magnets, these are 18-pound pull, and these things stick to everything. I mean, literally stick to everything. All right, there we go. See how that lined up perfectly? Right there, this one right here. See, and the other one sticks inside, this one doesn't. And so it's in reverse, side by side. Beautiful, huh? They set themselves. What I do is I take a nice pick, which is I had some people that were mind controlled, and they kind of, if you see someone stare at something or pause, try not to sit in one place and think too much. Move around, move your body around, get your mind working, hear your voice, speak to yourself. It don't matter. Who cares if people think you're crazy? Because the ones that think that you're crazy, they have something in their head and they don't even know that someone's in their head. And then what I'll do, I'll take a drill, make sure it's the right size of the rivet as well. The magnet stick to the metal drill bit. And I spread open the hole a bit more. rivet gun. Make sure north is facing out. Get that rivet right there. Try to work it from the inside out. And take your magnet. Same thing. You know when it's in reverse, when it deflects. I don't know if you can see that. See it once it push out and pop it. Like that. Now that helmet would get bounced all over the place. Try to work it from the inside out. Plus the pads, when you glue them back, when you glue them back on, they'll have more surface to glue onto. I try to line up a bunch so I could just go straight to town. Right now, I hear my perps going, I'm gonna kill you right now. You know, this and that, and I'm gonna kill you. Bro, I'm gonna kill you. Multiple perps and stuff like that. Jeez. Sometimes if you can't get in there, you know, that way you're not fighting, at least plug it in from the outside and bring your magnet in. These gloves, they always stick to the door. Once you lock it in, make sure you put, you know, I pop this off. Make sure in between, take some of that air compressor oil. Don't put it in your air compressor because you got a regulator or whatever. But what I do is I put enough oil. Just almost filling it. Spray out. That oils your gun, you know, your rivet gun. That way the mechanisms inside doesn't break apart or seize up. But see, then you'll have like a part of the tit or whatever, like part of the rivet. It won't break off. So what I do is you can either hit it through or you can cut them flush. But then you have to take a file and file it off. When all you can do is this right here. You take a pair of side cutters. These are flush side cutters, Home Depot. And I'll peel it out, cut it really short, and stick it back in. And that way, just in case, because these are barely hitting this. If you order a pair of some magnets, like 600 mags or 650, what you're going to want to do is make sure you specify, if I can remember this magnet place, I'll go there in a minute. Specify what type of magnets that you want north. You want the countersunk on the north side. Let me give you that name of that company where these are the best magnets. I mean, these things are awesome. I mean, that's what they look like right there. Oh, I think it's in here. Oh, there we go. Total Element. That's where you get them at, see? Total Element. And if you could see all that number right there, freaking north 3/4 by 1/4 countersunk disc magnet. See, I switched them to south, and now I have to pay for it. And I try to get magnets that were, rivets, because somehow I was testing something out, and I was like, ooh, And then, but the thing was, is it was a bad idea. So always north out. And that should have it for today's video of how to build the reverse polarity magnet helmet. I'll see you in the second video. All mocking tongue. Peace.